What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister,
Daphne.
Daphne, has joined us, and as always, we have my brother, Derek. Or
What's up, everybody?
yeah,
Yeah,
weird how we do things.
or you're
It
right. Or
it
I can change my
changes
name. I don't know.
week by week.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I don't know. We've only been doing this for a few years now. Um,
Right, you know.
so Marvel has dropped the next movie in Phase 4. This is the third movie now.
Mm-hmm.
And it is Marvel's Eternals. And I'm going to say whatever feeling you got from the trailers is exactly how the movie is. So take that how you will. The trailers excited you about the movie, fine. If it didn't, then yep, the trailers are the movie. But of course, spoilers for Eternals. If you have not seen the movie and you want to, we're going to be giving away parts of the movie. So go watch it, come back, and then listen to our review. So, as always, I start off with some of the things I liked about the movie. And I have to say, there were shots in this movie that I think were just absolutely amazing shots and really nice looking
Like the
shots.
scenery?
What, like the scenery? You have them when they introduce the Celestials. I thought that was really good. The Celestials seem larger than life in this. The scale was believable in this movie. I thought that was done very well. Um, and this movie, again, like Shang-Chi, doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. They're definitely trying to step away from, everybody's saying, oh, Marvel's stale. They all have the same formula, blah, blah, blah. They're definitely trying to step away from that. And you can see that in this movie. Now, most of my review is going to be negative about this movie. So I'm going to be upfront about that.
Well, wait, let's just back it up just a smidge.
What? Okay.
So you said it doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. Okay, kind of. But at the same
Hmm.
time, it still ended with a CGI battle.
Really? I thought that was different,
Because you
though.
thought it was less CGI?
There's CGI. There's always going to be CGI, but it wasn't big CGI thing fighting a big CGI thing. It
Okay,
was the
so
people
it's,
fighting each other, and I thought that was fine.
I think it's all kind of the same. But okay.
Okay, I thought the ending was different than
I
like
I
most
didn't
Marvel
feel
movies.
bad. I didn't feel bad about the last battle. I
Yeah,
thought it was fine.
unlike Shang-Chi, which went straight up full Marvel with a dragon fighting another weird dragon
Yeah, no,
thing.
I mean, absolutely. I'm not saying it. But I just feel like this was kind of the same thing, but you guys are saying it's different, so it's different.
I thought it was different,
All
but
right.
all right. Um, but as I was saying, yeah, most of my review is probably going to be negative about this movie. Take that as you will. But what I don't want to happen from this is for Marvel to see some of the negative reviews they're getting on this movie, because this is, I think, the worst rated, critically worst rated Marvel movie that has come out.
Yes,
And I don't want
it
them to
is.
take that as, well, then we shouldn't, vary from the formula that we had. I don't want them to learn that lesson. I'm glad this movie tried to do things that's different. I just don't think that it worked in certain ways. But I think they should keep on trying new stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't think the fact. I think my problem with this movie is not that it's different. It's just it wasn't executed well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it can
I
be.
felt like I felt like I didn't have. I guess I didn't relate to any of the characters.
Well, I think.
That is one of my negative things
Yeah,
that I
one
was
of
going
my
to say.
issues is I felt like we got some backstory because they were hopping back to when they first happened in like 500 AD, BC, or whichever time back in the Bible
Yeah. I
days.
think it was 5000 BC was the
Okay,
first. Yeah.
whatever. Back in the day.
Hmm.
Um, and it kind of like hopped to like how they were getting themselves established, how they were fighting the deviants, and then maybe the movie should have been that,
Hmm.
because then we would have had time to really like these characters. Because now I felt like only thing I got from some of these characters was I might have liked this guy, but I don't know much about them, and a lot of them just came across as annoying.
Hmm. Yeah, I was going to say
Hmm.
that I think that's the biggest glaring thing in this movie is the characters are not relatable. And I think that is, as far as the movie goes, because honestly, I think the movie looks amazing. I think a lot of the things they did looks
Yeah,
great. The last battle, I mean, the scene with the land shifting and stuff like that looked great, well shot. But it means nothing if I don't feel for the characters. And I think the movie to compare this to in Marvel is Guardians of the Galaxy, because you have a similar thing where it's a fairly unknown comic book property and it's a group of people that you're introducing all at once. The difference is in Guardians of the Galaxy, although Daphne may disagree, but they made you feel for the characters. You got introduced to all of them
yeah,
in that movie, but you knew who
yeah,
those characters were and you felt for them by the end of the movie. When Groot died in the first movie, it was like, oh
yeah,
my goodness. Three people died.
yep,
Two or three died in this movie, and it was like, oh, I guess they're dead now.
Yeah, what was the one guy? Gimbal with the
Gilgamesh.
okay, Gilgamesh. And he's right. I was kind of feeling like, oh, I might have liked this guy.
Yeah, I thought he was one of the better ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you didn't know, and I felt like the speedster. I don't know what her name was.
Hmm.
I was just like I didn't know anything about her.
Yeah. Well, she was barely in the movie until like the end.
Yeah, and one a lot of this movie was just them gathering the team together. Like the entire movie was them gathering the team together.
50% of this movie was them going to find the other Eternals.
Like y'all ain't got cell phones.
The movie didn't even have a purpose until halfway through the movie when Cersei learned what the like that they were going to destroy Earth by birthing a celestial back basically.
Mm-hmm.
Before then they were just
yeah,
like, wow, we found some deviants, let's go find the other Eternals. That is not a purpose. So like for the first half of this movie I'm like, what are we
Yeah,
doing? Why and then why did it take so long for them to gather all of the Eternals? That took way too long
yeah.
to
The
do.
majority of the movie was just that,
Yeah, I
and them
yeah,
having the same conversation with each team member.
yeah,
Like, why do we need to do this
yeah.
8 different times? This team is huge. We
yeah.
don't need to hear the same story over and over again.
Ajax dead. Guess what? Ajax dead.
Yeah,
like,
like every time.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, that took
yeah.
way too long.
I felt like any of the characters could have died, and I wouldn't had any feeling about it.
As far as the
Like,
MCU goes, it means nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, because like with Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, if Star Lord would have died, or Gamora, or Drax, I would have been sitting in the movie like, oh my goodness, what? Like, nah, why did they kill them off? But this is like in this movie, I was like, okay, like Cersei could not have made it. Icarus flying into the sun, like
Does that mean he
didn't
dies?
care.
I don't think he does. Like through the eternal, like I don't think they just die from normal means like that.
Well, I think one, it would be kind of stupid to kill him off because in the comic, he's a major player,
I don't think
and
he's dead.
every major storyline involves Icarus. And I think they did it just was a little bit too on the nose for me, which was in my nitpick.
Yeah,
Icarus flies too close to the sun. Ha ha
yeah,
ha. Greek mythology. I was just like, we didn't need that. But no, I don't think he's dead.
no. Well, yeah, if you can fly near the sun, you could probably survive inside of it. I know it's a lot hotter inside, but like, yeah,
I just feel like you can't kill off Icarus in
yeah.
an eternal story.
The twist with him being the bad guy wasn't even that surprising, really.
Well, they kind of gave it away because he's
I
like,
was
you don't know
surprised
what I've
about it.
done, you don't know what I know, and I'm just like, okay, like it can only be one or two things because you've only told us one or two things in this movie.
Hmm.
So I'm like, he had to portray them. But I also have issues with that whole thing. But I'm gonna say that for my nitpicks.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get to some of this, but yeah, the I think the biggest issue is the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like we mentioned, I don't know. I guess Guardians of the Galaxy started you off with Peter Quill losing his mother in front of him to cancer, and he couldn't hold her hand because he was like afraid of it. Well, if you want to endear someone to the audience, I think that would do it, right? There's
Yeah,
nothing here that makes us connected to these
Well,
characters.
everyone was presented with kind of like no personality.
They're just there.
Yeah, and they were all just kind of stilted and stiff and awkward and
And it's kind of
Well,
like,
even in the beginning, when they came to Earth to fight the deviants, like that beginning part, I was just like, what are or who are these beasts that they're fighting? And I'm like, I know that they were the deviants because of like looking that part up before the movie. But let's say like the average person don't know that.
you got to
Like
read the
they gave
paragraph
no
before the movie started.
yeah, it had a Star Wars scroll.
Yeah, it
Crawl.
had a scroll. You got to read it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
See,
Okay.
reading is essential.
Yeah.
um,
You're
I
right
was saying,
about
I
that.
thought it was weird that it was just like flat text, but then I was like, I guess they can't do.
Why not? They own it.
That's true, they do own it. Yeah, yeah, man. Have it recede into the background. That's how I read my starting text in movies. Okay. But yeah, there's nothing that attaches you. Like Daphne said, they're robotic, and I mean, I guess they're not real life forms according to the movie. They're just made by the Celestials.
You're right, and erase their memories every time they complete a mission or something.
Yeah, but like that makes you not care for them. I don't know. It's when you dehumanize something, then people don't care for it, right? We see that everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's the same here with these characters. Who? What did they do when they just came and saved some unknown people from some weird monsters, and then we skip to Babylon? I don't like.
Yeah, and then they did it thousands of years ago.
Yeah,
So it has no bearing on me today. And then when you're saying like when dehuman, make them robotic or whatever. So I looked up like their origins in the comics, and that was so much better because in this movie they
Yeah,
took
it
kind of
was.
what made the Eternals interesting and took all that away by
yeah.
making them just these robotic things that basically gets reborn every time. What was that guy's name? Aramish or whatever.
Aramis, yeah.
Every time
Aaron,
he needed them for
yeah.
something. Which was completely opposite of what's happening in the comics. And I'm like, why would you take something in the comics that you can build on and make them into robots?
Yeah, because in the comics, weren't they created like there were humans and then they made deviants and Eternals?
Yeah, because basically they were doing
Yeah, they were
experiments.
experimenting on.
Yeah, and they made
Yeah.
deviants and Eternals, but the deviants were kind of like out of control.
Yeah, which they kind of did, but it separates them, and then again, like we've been saying over and over again, it just makes you not really care about them.
Yeah.
Because none of them did anything. Like they don't do anything, and then the whole thing, like everyone's like, we got to answer the question why all these people with powers did nothing throughout the entire MCU, and their explanation is that the Celestials told them not to do anything unless deviants are involved, right? Now we learn later on that the real mission is to get the new Celestial to gestate in the earth and be born, right? That's the real mission. So, big question, Thanos. In order for the Celestial to be born, it needs life on the planet for energy. Thanos destroyed half the life in the universe. I'm guessing there would be more Celestials and planets elsewhere as well, right? That would have been affected by that. Why would the Eternals not step in there, right? Doesn't that go against the main point of their mission?
Right.
They even said it delayed the emergence.
So why not stop him so that it can happen on schedule like you wanted it to, instead of having it delayed for 5 years?
Yeah. Made
And
no sense.
Thanos,
Yeah.
that wasn't just a human conflict. That was a universal conflict. Like half of the humans on Earth didn't just disappear. Half of life across the universes disappeared.
Right, so
Like that
Eternals
is
everywhere
definitely
should have been
something.
trying to stop Thanos.
Right. If that was
Yeah.
the main mission, which is again is why I have a problem with this plot line because the emergence is kind of a stupid thing. It's a very stupid thing. It's not a kind of stupid thing. It's stupid. And it's like, and I feel like you sure understand, like, oh, see, that's why we didn't do that. But think about it. If your whole mission was to get a certain population so that you can basically blow up the planet and be born, then you stop this guy from destroying it.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, because you need the people
Yeah.
on the planet. Yeah, so it makes zero sense. The Celestials can't see in the future, so they didn't know that the Avengers was going to
Yeah.
bring everybody back. It's yeah.
Because I was gonna say, what if the Avengers didn't do it?
Hmm.
Like, so then you have to wait like 100 years to get back up to 8 billion people. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, yeah. That part didn't make sense, and uh, that's why their explanation for that just I don't know, and then also their
Yeah.
explanation of the Eternals being created. I'm guessing it's just this group of Eternals because Thanos is an Eternal, so he can't
Yeah.
be a robot thing.
Maybe he broke off and decided to do his own thing.
I mean, he
No.
did, but they're not like they're literally not real. Is their explanation in this movie? They're literally not like they're basically robots.
Yeah, they don't have free
Yeah.
will. They're
Well, they have free will, which is
well,
They,
dumb.
kind
I
I
of.
don't know
guess
why they
they
gave
would
them free
call
will.
that sentient. They're sentient beings.
Yes, they're sentient. Like they're not real life, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. They're like shells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why
Got it.
they don't age and they can't die.
See, now we're arguing they should have just stuck with the comic book origin.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so I guess it's just this group of Eternals, right? Because Thanos' brother shows up at the end of this movie.
Right, and he wasn't affected by it. Maybe it was just them. Like he used this group of 10 or whatever
Hmm.
to destroy the planets.
Yeah, or maybe Aramis or whatever Aramis
Aramesh, yeah,
something.
yeah.
Maybe he's the
Nervous.
only Celestial going and doing it this way.
Oh, okay. But then, well, I guess that's kind of different. I just felt like they kind of gave him Galactus vibes.
He should. He should have Galactus vibes.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, he
that's how it
should.
should be.
And it
Well,
just show on how much more horrible job Fox did with Fantastic Four.
Oh God, don't even.
well, what I was thinking is because it's like Silver Surfer comes, check out some planet, and he can eat the planet or whatever.
Oh, I feel you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It kind of
Okay.
has those vibes.
I feel like it kind of has those vibes.
I want to see a Silver
I didn't
Surfer
think of
movie
it
now.
like that, but you spot on though.
I mean, I would be all down for a Silver Surfer movie, but now that we already made fake Galactus with this guy,
Well, it's not fake Galactus.
he's fake
It's not.
Galactus. He even
It's
has the
not.
pointy helmet.
Okay.
But that's his face though.
Hmm.
No, I think it's a helmet. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's I don't know. The only relationship that was really believable was Cersei and the Ebony Knight guy, her boyfriend
Dan,
Dan. Yeah,
I thought it was Black Knight.
Black Knight.
They
Sorry,
just gave
Black
him a
Knight
fancy
is
name.
he has the Ebony Blade.
Ebony Blade is the sword.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that was the only like believable relationship. Some scenes I don't think they got the best acting out of it. I feel like they called that scene. I was like, maybe they should have taken a few more takes on that. It didn't feel good. Um, yeah, it's yeah. Hmm. I don't like what they did with the deviants in this.
How they look, or
No, I thought that was fine, and I
Alright.
actually thought Crow was interesting.
who?
The main one that was
The
taking their
talking one?
powers. Yeah,
Okay.
I thought he was interesting, but the deviants were put on the back burner for this emergence story.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the movie, you're like, why are they even there? Like, you could say you put them in the movie to like explain that they needed to fight the deviants, and that's why they're there. But no,
Yeah, the deviants kind of felt irrelevant. I feel like it'd have been better off if this story was just about them getting rid of the deviants from the earth.
yeah, it's 2023, and what there's the deviants back, and so now we need to get rid of deviants. We take 20 minutes to get the team back together, and then we have a whole nother story with them against the deviants. I think that would have been
Yeah.
a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I think you could have done the emergence. I just don't think in this movie the way it was done.
I don't think the emergence was needed at all because I feel like that it's just stupid. It's a dumb plot line.
And now we got to deal for the next Marvel movies. This stupid celestial sticking out the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what, like,
No superhero showed up to that.
that's what I'm saying.
No, like there was a hand coming out of the
Right.
planet, and nobody was like, "Hey, maybe we should check that out."
Yeah, just like 8,000 volcanoes erupting, this
Do we have
mustard
who's
coming up.
fast enough to get there that is still alive?
I was gonna say Quicksilver.
No, he's dead. He's definitely he's dead.
Who I don't know who else is fast.
I don't know. Um,
Still,
Doctor
someone can get there.
Strange. Doctor
I
Strange,
mean, you got
sir.
Doctor Strange, you got Wanda. Like, come on.
Where is Shield?
Where is Shield? Yeah,
One, I think that if a deviant attacked London,
yeah, right. They'd be on high
Yes,
alert, right?
yeah,
There were
yes,
monsters.
in
yes.
London,
Shield would have
like
been
I just feel like
all over
now
them.
isn't this after the element things from Spider-Man attacked Europe also?
Yeah,
So
Europe is just been getting
Yeah.
beat up.
they
Yeah, so
And it was
where's
on the
Shield?
news.
yeah.
And it was on the news.
Oh, did they just go? Oh, it's some flying guy with laser beams for eyes. We're good. Or wouldn't we at least want to know who that guy was?
I think I would. Like, where'd you come from?
Like, yeah, who's
Yeah.
this random dude?
Yeah.
That's Superman, apparently. Um, somebody said that like it's a lot of DC copies in this. There's Superman, there's Wonder Woman, and there's the Flash.
hmm
And I was like, oh, maybe these characters
Yeah.
just don't do well.
I think it. I don't know if they're DC copies, but I think Jack Kirby created them. He was gonna write the story for DC, but then he left DC and went back to Marvel. Then wrote that story. So maybe that's why they're all similar. I don't know.
I don't. I mean,
But
I think it's just anecdotal. I don't think it's like.
I mean, there's a lot of
but
characters
in
that
the
shares.
yeah, but in the comic book for the Internals, all of them have all of those powers. And it's like for the movie, they just gave
Wait, they
each
all have
person one.
the same
They all
powers?
don't have the same powers.
No, I don't think that's right.
No, they're all really
Yeah, yes,
strong.
they do.
No, they don't.
I'm pretty. I don't
No,
think
they're
so.
all really strong. They all are almost immortal, but they're not really immortal. And they all have some sort of healing ability. But those eight have also enhanced abilities like laser eyes and Ajax, who can really heal herself.
Yeah.
So no, they don't all have the same powers.
All right. I have an issue with the powers.
Go.
Okay, so you created this team of people to fight deviants, right? So you got Laser Eye guy, cool, fine. You have Athena, it's cool. Gilgamesh, strong, that's good, that's good. You got
Yep.
the Pew Pew Fingers guy, I forget his name. K, it started with a K,
King, some I don't know. Whatever.
something like that.
Yeah.
Quran.
No,
No.
it wasn't correct. What? No. Fine. He can fight deviants with it, you know. All right. Sprite. What's the purpose? What's the
She creates
purpose?
illusions.
Okay, but the illusions aren't tangible and you can just knock her out.
Well, I was thinking in that London scene, I was like, all right, so she made a whole bunch of them, and they're like walking in a circle. I'm like, but what is this doing? Like this deviant.
Confusing it
Nothing.
apparently, but it didn't work for long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so this is dumb.
Exactly. So her powers is useless. Why did you give her that power to fight deviants? How is that useful?
Yeah.
For me, I got Loki vibes, but can't fight.
No,
Like
Loki
that's
is tangible. He can make a tangible illusion.
Yeah, hers is it
yeah.
just copies what she's doing. Well, you didn't like her. I didn't like Cersei. Oh, I felt like she could have been cool.
Cersei's one of them. What's the purpose of her power? Like, okay, look, transmutation is a cool power, but as far as fighting goes, not a lot of uses. That's why the only thing she did was when things were flying at them, she changed it into something soft.
But I feel like she did a lot of standing around and looking
Because she
instead
can't
of.
fight.
But I don't
she
know.
can
Just
fight.
I don't know. Try anything but stand still.
And she's our main character of the movie. That's another issue. This is our main character, and our main character cannot fight. Now, she saves the day, which is fine
She
and
could have did
all.
that a long time ago. I don't know why it took her so long to figure that out.
They needed the Unimind and everything. Okay, look,
Man, I was like, you could have been did that.
because
You
you
had to
know, well, she
create the
just
human
learned that
mind,
she
though.
can change living beings into something
You ain't
else.
try.
Well, when everybody else can fight around you and you just stand staring,
I just
why
feel
does she
like
even show up when the deviants are around? What is she going to do? If you don't think you can transform living things, so you don't think you can transform a deviant, what are you there
but
for?
my thing is, don't you try it at least? I would definitely try it at least. Like, I'm gonna turn this thing into stone.
I wouldn't even have gone through it because I wouldn't be there because I'm like, hey guys, I can't really fight them. I'm
Or
just gonna die. So
or learn to fight, and then you can turn sticks into spears made out of rocks or a diamond or granite or something
true,
hard.
yeah, give yourself a real cool weapon. Like train under Thena. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, it's been around for thousands of years, right? You could have learned to fight from Thena.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I did like Thena.
I did. But did you
I
feel like that
did like
kind of
her
like
too.
took her out of the movie because she was such a good fighter?
Yeah,
And I
they
was just
Yes.
like,
Professor Exter.
they definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Gilgamesh too.
Yeah, I was like, that's not cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also the leader, Ajax. She heals. Okay, cool. Stay on the
That's
ship
it.
until the battle's over, I guess. What you can't he threw to kill her, he threw her down with all the deviants, right? And she literally had to pick up a shotgun to try and kill them because what was the purpose of the power celestials? I need you to really rethink this. You're like, hey, I got this one that can heal. Yes, you will definitely go kill a lot of deviants doing. Oh man, she's dead. Oh, I guess you couldn't heal fast enough. I don't.
Yeah.
It's what
That's why they need a uni mind. Because individually.
they weren't even supposed to do that. They figured that out on their own because the smart guy.
Yeah. Faustus?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought they were
Foster.
going to like turn themselves into Megazords or something when he said we were all going to combine together. And I was
Oh
like,
my
oh,
god,
they're going to make a Megazord.
you what?
Tell me that wouldn't have been better than the uni mind.
No, this movie,
No.
ooh,
No.
I would have been angry.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no. I didn't like this movie, but you wanted me to be
I
real
would have
angry at
talked
it.
about that so bad.
I think it'd have
I
been
would have
better.
talked about that so
Just
bad.
play the Power Rangers theme song.
Yep.
Mm, no, I did like that ending scene with Makari. I liked her too.
Which one's
Although
Makari?
the speedster,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think they should have used her more. But
Yeah.
that fight between her and Icarus, I thought was good. She was getting in him.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
just,
like that too.
you know, for someone who's been on the planet for thousands of years, they needed to take up some more combat training.
True.
You know who I didn't like? The guy that can control minds.
He was weird.
Was he not the weirdest, biggest baby? Like, bruh,
So weird,
Yeah.
man. He was strange.
like, calm yourself.
But I think he's supposed to be strange.
Oh, okay. Well, he nailed that.
Yeah, I was like, ooh,
I'm like, you can go.
I don't like people who can just control people like that. Also that power. Okay, so I don't think
Right.
you can
This
do
is
that
not
to
effective
deviants.
It
against
doesn't
you.
work. No, it doesn't.
No.
So
No. It doesn't.
again, back to my thing about having a problem with the Celestials. You guys are here to kill the deviants. Let me give you 4 people that can't do that.
Which is why I think about it. If they turn into a Megazord, then all of their powers are combined,
Okay.
and then
Don't
they're
even Captain Planet me. Look.
No, right.
tell me that's how you beat the deviants.
Because, like, I don't know if I was the only one, but in that first fight, I was like, hey, wait, but there's only like a few people doing stuff in this
Well, he
fight.
didn't do anything in the last fight either.
Because he can't.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
Can he control them? Did he try
No, I
controlling
don't think
Icarus?
he can control them.
So he can only
No, he
control
can't.
basic people.
Humans.
Yeah.
Which why?
Humans.
Wait, no. And here's another thing. You told him not to interfere with humans, but you gave him the power to control humans.
Yeah.
That seems dumb.
Yeah. Then he proceeds to control humans.
And you're like, wait, don't control humans. What is his purpose? Someone tell me.
Yo, couldn't if Icarus had like beat him down when they were in Babylon, and this dude decided I'm just about to take over this whole nation?
Hey, Ajax told him not to.
Look, I'd have smashed that dude with a pyramid. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, he
In
could
that
have
they were in
stopped him.
South America, weren't they? Like Aztecs?
That's when they found him.
Yeah.
But when he had that, like, I'm about to do my own thing, wasn't that Babylon?
No, no.
Oh, that was still South America?
Yeah,
No.
or Central
Yeah.
or South America.
Okay. Still. Like, I'd have ripped that dude's arm off and beat him with it. Like, come on now.
Yes, he should have been able to just defeat him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll make sense. Also, the whole thing about okay, so you made Eternals because at first you made Deviants, and they just went wow, and you're like, oh wow, that's not what we wanted. And so we're like, okay, so we're gonna make Eternals to defeat the Deviants, but you still gave them free will.
Yeah. So that they could, again, turn on you.
Great
Which
job.
they did. Yeah. You know what? I feel like this was such a missed opportunity because, like, they are also responsible for the scrolls and the Kree,
Yeah, and they didn't do that.
and
Yeah.
they didn't do that. They're responsible for creating mutations in humans.
Yeah, they're the reason for you. This could be a jumping off. I think it still is going to be. Look, hear me out.
Okay.
This movie feels like it does absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Do you know what other movie did? Age of Ultron. And I guarantee you, Marvel is going to go back and make this movie mean something to future movies. They're notorious for doing it. They're going to do
True.
that. It's going to be
True.
important because they make it important in the future. Right now, it's not.
But you have such an opportunity right now,
Yeah, they should have. I'm not saying it was the right way to do it, but
right? Like, we all talking about, like, man, how is mutants going to get established? Blah, blah, blah. This was your chance to say, hey, they were kind of already here. We had these beings in space playing with humans, creating all of these immortal things with superpowers.
yeah.
That was your chance.
Yeah.
So why not do that? Because right now, this is not a story that needs to be told.
It's not a story that needs to be told. Because I mean, were the stakes in this story really real? Like the world's going to be destroyed, but you knew they were going to stop it, and like
Yeah. You know they were going to stop it. It's not going to happen.
you can't destroy Earth. Like,
Yeah. Even at the end, when the three of them get snatched up for rebelling, I'm just like, okay, don't care. Honestly, I was thinking, like, I don't need Eternals 2. I mean, we're getting it, but
you're gonna get it. Yeah.
I don't need it. Even in the post-credit scenes with the little elf thing and the other guy, I'm like, who are these people? And then I decided I didn't care.
Yeah. Well, the guy that showed up, Harry Styles.
Is that Harry Styles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing Thanos' brother's Eros, who is a real creep, and he can make people like him. I think
Like Cupid?
Cupid makes
Basically.
people like other people.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you're right.
But to give you a little bit of background on this guy, he had to stand trial, and She-Hulk was his lawyer, I think, something like that, because he's a real creep. So, like, billionaire secretary type of trial.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Why was he on Earth?
I don't know.
Okay. Were y'all expecting that? Because
No.
when Thing gave us like this
No.
big old introduction, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be someone really cool.
Yeah, I thought I was like, but I think I think that's just us because we don't know a lot about Eternals. I think there's definitely people that thought that was cool when he popped up.
Oh, okay. Well, when I was like, and even when he showed up, I'm like, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah, I mean, besides
I
him
knew
being
that was
Thanos' brother,
Pip the Troll
Oh. I also did it. Also, probably didn't help that I had no idea that was Harry Styles.
yeah,
You haven't figured it out?
yeah.
I don't listen to his music.
So, not even watermelon sugar.
I don't know what that is.
It's a song.
Okay. If
My
you say so.
son would sung it all the time.
Who did?
My son.
Why is he listening? We don't talk about this.
His mother. So, but yeah, you had that, and the other in credit scene was the Black Knight about to pick up the Ebony Blade, and then you hear a voice off in the distance. That voice was Mahershala Ali Blade. So,
Yep, I
cool,
called
I
that
guess.
one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was another instance of I don't know who this is.
Mhm.
Question though, where was Blaze's voice coming from? Was it coming from the sword? Was it coming from his head? Where
No,
was he?
I
Was he
think
in the corner?
I think he was in the
No,
corner of the
he
room,
was in the
like a
room.
little
They
peepee.
just didn't pan the camera around.
Oh, okay.
Why was he standing in my dude's room?
That's what I'm saying. That's not weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That
Like
is
you knew
weird.
he was going to open up the sword box thing.
Yeah.
What are you doing over
And I
there?
was kind of hoping that guy was someone else.
Oh, what were you hoping he was?
I don't know. When he's like, "Oh, my family life is complicated," I'm like, "Oh, please be a mutant." And
I
then,
was thinking that I
I
was like, oh,
was
is this
too.
how they're going to? Because I knew he was the Black Knight, but they could, they mix things up all the
see,
time.
I don't know who the Black Knight is.
I kind of wanted him to be Mr. Sinister. I ain't gonna lie.
Mister
Mister
Sinister.
Sinister. Now, when we talk about how they go in the
Because he
past and
does
stuff.
experiments on genetics, on the X gene.
Yeah, but why would this guy doesn't do genetic experiments?
Yeah.
What? So I don't get the connection.
Because I had creepy vibes from this guy, and I felt like he was just with the girl to
All
like
creepy people do genetic
experiments on him.
experiments.
He wasn't
No,
creepy.
but to do like experiments on her, or like take some blood samples or something. Like,
Honestly, I cared
What?
more about him than the rest of
He
the
was such a
Eternals.
nice guy.
Yeah, I actually, if he died, I might have been like, ah,
I
man.
felt so bad. I was like, man, don't break up with this dude.
Yeah, I was like, don't go back with Icarus. No.
Yeah.
See, that was your movie right there. Rom com. All right. But no, I think with them going in the past and stuff, they missed an opportunity. Like you could have done Apocalypse in Egypt. Like
I
you could have
agree. Because
done
that's what happens in the comics.
yeah, you could have done
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. We
Yeah.
introduced Cain the
I said
Conqueror.
that.
He was an Egyptian pharaoh at one point.
Yeah. There was so much. Like, honestly, this movie could have taken place in the far past.
Yeah.
Like, all of it. And I would have been happy with that.
You could have established something even if it was just like a that was in Sabanur over there,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
So many opportunities missed with this movie.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's not a negative. I think it's just a missed opportunity. Um, I don't know. I don't think I have much else to say. My biggest problem is I didn't care about the characters, and the movie was boring because 50% of it was them trying to find the other Eternals,
Yeah.
and a lot of talking.
Lots and lots of talking.
A
A lot
lot
of
of
arguing
talking.
like little kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For a long time, this movie felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I don't know.
It wasn't.
It wasn't going anywhere.
Well, then why don't we get into random movie facts?
Okay.
I only have two.
Mhm.
Second longest MCU movie. It does not.
It
need
did
to be
need
this
to
long.
be. Man, gosh. Ugh.
Yep.
Okay.
Did not. Yep. Obviously, Endgame is the longest. This could have been way, way shorter.
If it was a movie just about the deviants, probably.
Yeah. So actually, in the comic, Zuras,
Hmm?
is that how I'm pronouncing that? Is the leader of the Eternals? I don't know who that guy is.
Oh, he wasn't in the movie.
No, because apparently Zeus is going to be in Thor, and I didn't want him to get confused with Zeus.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
don't know who
right.
that
Zeus
guy
is
is.
in Thor. I forgot who was playing him.
Yeah, that. They could put Thor in this movie; it would have made it better.
Well, yeah.
I think it would have to been Odin instead of Thor.
Whatever.
You could have done that.
They could have done a lot of
Yep.
things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the ancient Vikings and stuff, and the Eternals were there. And, okay. If they lived through everything, I mean, you couldn't even did a scene like, oh, it's New York in 2012, and, like, I don't know, Hawkeye saved one of the Eternals even though he didn't need to, or something like that, not knowing that they were superheroes. I don't know, anything to really establish these characters as characters in the MCU. They really don't feel like they're characters in the MCU.
Yeah, 'cause, like, think about it, like, what movie do they show up next, and do I want to see them?
I don't know, it's gonna be Silver Surfer. There you go.
Bam,
Silver Surfer movie.
give me that. Okay, nitpicks. So, the Eternals accomplished their mission back in 5,000 or whatever, right? All the deviants was dead. Dude told them don't interfere with Earth, right? Because he wanted the population to grow. Why not just mind wipe them then and send them back to the ship?
True. Why keep him there?
Yeah, why keep him
Why
on Earth?
keep him there? Huh.
Yeah,
What a
the
good point.
deviants are gone.
Yeah. And think about it. He said they only came back because it was a side effect of the emergence. So
So
you didn't need them.
yeah, because the defense coming back wasn't going to destroy the pot. Like it
Nope.
was, the emergency was happening already.
Exactly. So it wouldn't have mattered. Why not mind wipe them then?
You have a point. That would have made sense. And just take them back, and there's no need, and then they won't rebel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, if you don't give them free will, there's no need to wipe their memories, and then you don't have to worry about the weary thing.
Yeah. The mind weary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you just like, oh, let's just mind wipe the best fighter so she won't do anything in this entire movie. And then to just snap out of it in the end when it doesn't matter anymore.
if you're gonna get Angelina Jolie, you gotta give her something better to do.
So, such a waste of a character.
Very, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of these actors.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get Gemma Chan, can we please give her a role? Like I like her as an actress.
Yeah.
Just give
Well,
her.
it's like you brought her back. Like, honestly, I'd have liked her better with whoever she was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Not Guardians
Or
of the Galaxy. Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, they killed her in Captain Marvel.
And I was mad about that.
Yeah. That I don't know. Yeah, if you're gonna use these actors, please give them more to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Thena's still alive, so we still like it could be better. I did like her character. Maybe she won't have the mind weary anymore.
Yeah, but I'm not watching the second movie, so.
I mean, she can still pop up stuff like, oh, it's Thena and Thor.
Where? If they have to show up in Thor or Guardians of the Galaxy, they don't fit anywhere else.
Yeah, they're not probably
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the
And
next
they're not
movie.
on Earth anymore.
Yeah, none of them are. They're all gone, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay, so I know we talked about this, but I mean, are we just gonna overlook that there's a giant hand sticking out of water now, and
All right,
a
I
half
did
of a head?
think the scene was cool. Like I said, a lot of the visuals were good. I think the emergence looked awesome with the hand coming out of the water, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, that looked great.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, now there's a marble thing in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Yeah. What we gonna do about that? Are we not gonna talk about that? We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen in the next movie.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna be brought up again.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's never gonna be brought up again. No,
Spider-Man is the next movie, so
Yeah.
God, don't drop the ball on that. Phase 4 is not. Besides the TV shows,
it's starting off well.
yeah. We had
the
Shang-Chi.
only
That
the
was it.
only Phase 4 movie that's been good is Shang-Chi.
Right. So they're 1 for 3. That's an F.
Mm, I'm hoping Spider-Man hits it. It has the potential, but also it could be not great.
I'm saying before I said I didn't have high hopes for Phase 4, and it's just not looking
If it's
You
good.
did
supposed to be
say
like
that.
a new Phase 1, they're not hitting it right now. But there are still a lot of movies to come. So
Maybe they're just starting off slow.
yeah,
Catch your second
I
win.
mean, so there's some heavy hitters coming up. So yeah. But okay. So my nitpick:
Okay.
everybody on Earth is dead, right?
Because the guy came out of the core of the earth.
Yeah. This big giant thing came out of the core of the Earth. I don't care that he only made it partly out of the ocean. Like, doesn't that cause Earth-wide devastation?
Yeah, you can't just disturb the core of the earth.
Like,
There should be earthquakes everywhere.
right?
Volcanoes
Yeah.
popping up everywhere. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we all died. That's a nitpick. It doesn't like because every movie does that where it's something that really should have killed everybody. But yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking that while I was watching it. I was like, wait, no, this does not mean we're dead.
Yeah, it's not an isolated thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, she turned him into rock, right?
Yes.
Marble. She can turn things into water. Why didn't you turn them into water? No, I guess that would have been bad.
I don't know, but just think about it. Like, you can get you a nice kitchen island out of that.
That's true. Start cutting off pieces of his fingers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm just thinking, like, doesn't that change the composition of a lot of the Earth because you have this now big piece of marble sticking into the
Don't
planet?
be a nerd.
I'm just saying, all right.
We already said he destroyed the earth by coming out of the core. Now you're talking about he's disturbing the composition of water because there's marble in there now.
Well, there's marble going like there's a marble rod sticking into the planet. Like, but okay, all right.
Or we already destroyed the earth. Do we need all the other stuff you're talking
It's
about?
just more reason for it to be destroyed.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry. I took real issue with Icarus flying into the sun.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was just like, for real.
It was
This is
on the
what we doing.
nose. It was on the nose.
It
There.
was two on the nose.
Yeah, I don't. That. Yeah, I guess that should be a nitpicks because that's not a big deal. But yeah, I don't know. He's not dead.
No, it was stupid to kill him off of like why?
Yeah.
And
He's
don't
not
even
dead.
like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me just go commit suicide now. I'm going somewhere. Okay. The emergence is dumb. I already said I didn't like that idea.
Yes, you've mentioned that to us.
But the argument against them not stopping it is also stupid.
I agree with you there. I felt like they just wanted every character to not want to do something. Like you had Faustus, the adventure
Mhm.
guy.
Yeah.
He's sitting up there like I'm not going to help you guys because I have a family. And it's like, yo, dude, the planet's going to be destroyed
You
in
won't
3
have a
days.
family.
You won't have a family either way. Maybe you should try and stop it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I don't get your argument. The people that said no, I'm like, what do you mean? That's dumb.
Well-
Besides, like Icarus.
Yeah. Well, one, because he was just, I'm going to follow through the plan. They told me that this is my mission. This is my mission. I'm doing
Yeah.
it. Fine. Loyal to the end. Even though people said the same line twice. And I'm like, is this like a motto for you guys or whatever? But whatever.
Yeah.
So one person's argument was that they're going to create billions of lives by allowing this to happen. My thought was, so you're going to kill billions of people to create billions more?
Right. And see, I feel like that argument, I feel like they were trying to make another argument, but this one doesn't fit. Like, it's like the trade lives argument. The difference is the trade lives argument is things that are already living.
Yeah.
Right? They were saying by destroying Earth, you're saving trillions of other lives over the universe.
But you're not. You're talking
You're
about...
not. You're talking about things that are not created yet.
Yeah, something that doesn't exist yet.
So that's like saying, well, man, we got to destroy this state over here so that my baby can be born.
Yeah.
And my wife's not pregnant yet. So.
Right, you're saying like he's going to destroy the Earth so that he can come out and then create other galaxies or whatever. But he hasn't done it yet. And the creation of the other galaxies does what for everyone else?
Yeah. Nothing.
I'm like, this is a dumb argument.
Actually, I feel like that particular Celestial's plan is stupid.
Yeah. I'm like, so you're going to kill a bunch of living things for something that doesn't even exist.
Yeah. So that argument was dumb.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only person that like I agree with being against it was Icarus because he just wanted to stick with the Celestial's plan, right? Mm-hmm. That's the only way to make sense. Is either you want to stick to the Celestial's plan or you don't. Because if you don't, there's no other argument for not trying to stop the emergence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. So if you were Icarus, instead of getting a team back together, I know they explain on why he helped her get everyone back together. Wouldn't you just kind of be like, just take them out one by one? On the slot?
Fly to each one and kill each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to
Strongest
kill
one, right?
them, though.
He had no problem killing Ajax.
No, he did that whole Superman I'm upset I-beam thing. You see that scene?
Yeah, oh yeah, because he regretted it so much.
Yeah.
Or he could have just left the planet.
Yeah.
Because guess what they would
Yeah.
not have found out eventually.
They wouldn't have known the eventual plan.
Would they have gone to Ajax? I don't know.
Then maybe they go to Ajax, they find her dead.
Mm-hmm.
But then they don't know anything else.
Well, the Celestial told Cersei.
So then they tried to stop it.
They might still stop it if he's not there.
Maybe. I just why I say like he should have just started taking people out the game.
That's true. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then he has to see what they think about it. Maybe.
Maybe they all agree.
Yeah, so maybe. Oh, I don't know.
But think
That's
about it.
interesting. I
If
don't. I
he
don't.
doesn't, I feel like if he doesn't interfere, two of the team members don't come.
True.
Right? I don't think they get Faustus. Without him, they don't get the Unimind.
Hmm.
You don't get the stupid, annoying guy that can control people, even though you didn't need him for anything.
Well, they thought they can control the celestial.
Okay. Well, I guess they did that for the Unimind thing.
Yeah.
But whatever. Without the Unimind, nothing works.
Yeah.
So I think he was better off not getting involved.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. That or just be a silent assassin and start taking them out one by one. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't want to kill them though.
Only person he had a problem with was the girl, which
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
I've-
Which is why they won, because he couldn't kill her at the end of it.
Yeah.
Although apparently Sprite had no issue killing her.
Yeah, like Sprite, I get you, you had a crush on this dude and all. But
Like
And she
your
was
friend
upset
for
because she
millennia,
never
you
grew up.
just straight up stabbed her in the back.
yeah.
Like,
Because she loves him. Okay.
I was like, what?
And
then
she
she's
was
like,
salty
Sprite, I
because
can make you
she
human now.
never
I
grew
would have
up.
been like, nah,
Yeah. Like, okay, you can go. Like, yeah, I'll
you
make
can
you
stay
human.
here with the celestial.
And then I'd like turn you into a frog or something.
Like, oh, I understand. No, Sprite, I don't understand. You just popped up and stabbed me in the back.
Just like, and my thing is, she had like no problem bouncing on the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Icarus left and she's like, I'm going with him.
Yeah. Just like, oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was my last nitpick. I just felt like I'm not sure if his plan was a good plan.
I agree.
I had a nitpick that you didn't mention.
Okay.
The deviant at the end.
The talking one?
Yes.
Eternal at the end. Or, oh, wait, no, the deviant. Oh,
No.
that
Yeah,
just
the
died.
deviant.
That was useless in the movie. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. He also wanted to stop the emergence because he knew that would kill them. So he didn't attack them. He attacked Icarus.
Yeah.
They started attacking the deviant and also Icarus because it was like, oh, the deviant is attacking Icarus.
Yeah, I thought they were going
And
to work
I'm
together
like,
there. And they
yeah,
didn't.
I'm like, y'all could have used him to stop Icarus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, no, hold on. You do not want that thing killing Icarus and getting his powers. You don't want that.
I mean, that's true. You don't want to. They were already
That's true.
failing at stopping it from getting people's powers.
So he's going to have a healing ability and flying laser eyes and super strength. I'm going to, yeah.
Did you think it was weird that he kind of ended up by himself with Thena? Like, I was just like, what? Like, where's the other people right now? Like, why was
Trying
she?
to stop. Wait, no, Icarus was tied down.
Yeah, like, so why was she by herself?
I don't know.
She ran after him. She ran after
You
the
let
deviant.
someone without her full mind going after him? That didn't make no sense.
Yeah, and he used that to his advantage.
Yeah. I'm like, no one else was available to help her.
Mm-hmm. He died kind of quickly. It was just like, oh, he's dead now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
it ended up not being a real thing.
Yeah, he wasn't even really a threat.
Nope. None
Although,
of the deviants
if
were.
he did get Icarus,
That's
powers,
because
that
he
would-
was bent on absorbing her power and not like outright killing her.
No, what we're saying
she
is that they could have made him a bigger threat in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Agreed.
He wasn't really a threat. He showed up three times.
Twice. He said like a word and then like walked away or
Yeah,
whatever.
he was in the beginning in the forest, and then at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And they weren't even worried about him for the entire movie. They talked about the emergence the entire time. He was pointless.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like a talking deviant might be something we want to discuss.
Yeah. Like, we didn't know they could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, are we rating it?
Yeah, we are.
All right. I am going to rate this movie pure torture. And this is the lowest rating that I have given a Marvel movie ever. But after sleeping on it and thinking about it, I was like, no, I don't like this movie. I don't think it was good. I know there's people that enjoy it, and if you do, that's all good for you. I don't think this was good. I think the critics' reviews of it was true. I don't. I don't think it was a well made.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the movie as a whole is just kind of empty.
Mm-hmm.
I it's okay at its best, and I mean that's a very low okay. And I'm gonna give it agree. I'm gonna give it a pure torture because I feel like once again this is a movie that I never want to see again.
Yeah, honestly, I would rather watch The Dark World than watch
Ooh.
this.
Oh
I
wow.
I will if you put these two movies, you want to watch Eternals or The Dark World. I will watch The Dark World before I watch this. I feel like this is worse than Thor: The Dark World.
Okay,
Mm.
that's a deep cut. I don't know about that,
Well,
but
I've seen a lot of comments and people were like, "No, it's not the worst movie, Thor: The Dark World." But hey, you know what? Darcy makes me laugh in Thor: The Dark World. There's nothing in this movie that I would want to see again. There were some redeeming qualities to Thor. This is what I don't know. The movie's pretty, but that's not enough.
no, I agree. I mean, my threshold was after seeing this, I'm like, I don't want a sequel. And like I know we're getting it, but after seeing this, I'm just like, there's nothing else you could tell me that I would want to see in this movie.
They're gonna have to do some real good character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they already
Yeah,
introduced two
that's a
more
lot of work
characters
on
that
this one.
no one knows who they are.
Yeah, well, we get the Dane Whitman character,
Who?
the
Black
Oh,
Black
Knight.
Knight. We all said we liked him.
but he's gonna be in Blade, I guess.
No, that doesn't mean he's gonna be in Blade.
You don't think he's gonna be in Blade?
I have no
He's
idea.
gonna be in Blade.
I'm not sure what he does, but I assume he's a vampire hunter or something, right?
No,
No.
he's not a vampire. No.
So then why was Blade talking?
I have no idea.
Oh, so who was Black Knight?
He's like a descendant of one of the people from King Arthur's.
Didn't I tell you that? And you was like, nah, I called it.
Yeah, so King Arthur
Yeah,
has
you
an
called that.
Excalibur, and the Black Knight was one of the people at the Round Table when he has the Ebony Blade.
Okay. And what does he do?
Nothing. The blade makes him like he's a real good fighter, but the more you use it, the more mad you become.
Okay. Does he fight anyone significant? Does he team up with anyone significant?
I have no idea. He has something to do with Secret Invasion, and I
Oh,
think Blade was there too. So
so he's not associated with Blade.
no, I think Blade and him in Secret Invasion did something. I don't remember exactly though.
Okay. I guess I should Google him too.
And Secret Invasion's coming up on Disney Plus, so
You think he's gonna? He might show up there because I don't know who he is as an
Yeah.
actor.
I mean, that's
um,
possible.
isn't that it? No,
Is he someone I should know?
yeah, I think so, right?
I don't know. Derek, give your
I'm gonna look
rating
this
while
up because I
we.
don't want to say the name and sound real stupid. Yeah, it's Kit Harington, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That's not Kid Harington, is it?
yeah, it's Kit
I
Harington
really need to know who people are. I'm sorry.
from Game of Thrones, right?
I didn't watch Game of
I didn't watch
Thrones.
Game of Thrones either, but I'm pretty
Yes.
sure he's
Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you just made a lot of people mad.
I know. I don't know who Harry Styles
He's
is. I
famous.
don't know who Kid Harington is. I apologize for not paying attention.
Yeah, but Derek, you didn't get your rating in.
Yes, my rating is pure torture.
Okay, 3D Rivals is gonna rate this movie pure torture, our lowest Marvel movie rating ever. Which is surprising. Because we did not rate Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 3. I'm pretty sure we gave a watch while folding clothes.
You guys might have. I definitely didn't.
Yeah, we know you rate them, but I can
Okay.
watch Thor and Iron Man 3 while I'm folding clothes. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
uh,
I think our new re-rating of the MCU movies is going to be drastically different.
is it gonna be drastically different? This is on the bottom.
I feel like our top five are probably going to be the same, but the rest is probably be different.
Because I would rather watch all of them. I'll still rather watch Black Widow than this.
All right. You are making some bold points today.
What? You wouldn't? Okay, look,
No, I
Red
would.
Guardian and Black Widow kind of redeemed some of that movie.
No, I
True.
mean you're absolutely right. I would rather watch. I mean, you talking about another movie I didn't like.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay.
I'm telling you, only good movie in this phase is Shang-Chi.
So far, yeah. In the
So
TV show, we can't forget the TV shows. The TV
Oh yeah,
shows
in
have
the
added
TV
a lot to
shows.
Phase Four, and they're good.
Yes.
yeah, but you
Yes.
can't count the TV shows really because the movies are supposed to be able to stand without the TV shows.
They are, but right now the best thing is in the MCU is the TV shows.
Okay.
Maybe they'll just move to a TV show type of thing.
Maybe this should have been a TV show.
I honestly, yeah. Isn't that what we said about Dune?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, it would serve better as a TV show because you'll get some character development. And then maybe I would have been like, oh no, Gilgamesh, type of deal.
I don't know if I would have said that, but all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, what did you think about Eternals? Did you like it? Let us know how horrible of Marvel fans we are. See, now everybody can't say we're Marvel shills now, I guess. Um, in the comments wherever you are watching this. Also, leave us a rating and review wherever you listen to your podcast because we are everywhere you listen to your podcast. And with that being said, thank you for listening, guys. We definitely appreciate it. Peace out.